You know, Finn, every time you say there's something special about the 8th, I'm convinced you mean the free donuts in the staff kitchen. Honestly, if they vanished, I think you'd declare a crisis.
Lila, please. I'd only declare a minor, cake-level emergency. But let's face it, if they took away your coffee supply, we'd have to power the cameras off your rage alone. The 8th would be London's shortest blackout.
Only fair. I'd keep half the city running on pure caffeine and sarcasm. But jokes aside, I do love how quiet it gets. Almost makes me think London's saving its drama for the other 29 days.
Well, if drama ever did break out, at least we'd have 600 cameras to catch someone stealing a Rolls with nothing but a Tesco bag and a dream.
As long as they wave to camera 42. That's my good angle. Plus, if a crisis means an upgrade from all these screens, I vote for a spa night instead. Soothing foot massages, not sirens.
Agreed. Imagine it. Game Voice Spa Live. Tonight, we monitor Serenity. Cuticle cams online. Anyway, I love that we get to start the month on an easy note. No invasions, just exhaust fumes and awkward car alarms.
Speaking of alarms, we should record one of those cars for next month's story segment. And now, the mournful cries of a Bentley at 3 a.m. It's high art around here.
That or the shriek I made last week when I thought the mayor's limo was being stolen. Turned out to be just a pigeon with a grudge and a questionable sense of direction.
See? The city's peaceful, but our wildlife's plotting. Next month, London versus the pigeons. Until then, thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll be here to watch the city, so you don't have to. Or until Finn sells my coffee on eBay.
You've got it, Lila. Here's to another 8th. Let's hope the only war tonight is me versus another stale donut. London's safe, but my cholesterol isn't. Good night, everyone. Well, Lila, 8 days of waiting for midnight and not a single dramatic plot twist. I feel cheated. Where's the evil villain monologue? Where's the urgent phone call from a mysterious diplomat in a trench coat? Or does he only work in bad weather?
You just want someone to burst in yelling, "Finn, the fate of the world rests on your questionable haircut." But, sorry to disappoint, tonight, the only emergency is whether we run out of biscuits before peace talks begin. You should have smuggled snacks.
Listen, in every peace summit, there are 2 essential things: hope and a well-stocked biscuit tin. Right now, I'm at 98% hope, 2% digestives. If there's conflict, it'll be over the last shortbread.
We could stage a dramatic biscuit negotiation as a warm-up for the actual peace talks. I'll demand the last chocolate finger, you counter with a jammy dodger, and we set a world record for the silliest standoff in this car park's history.
I'm in, except my opening offer is a slightly squashed custard cream. It's a non-starter, but let's face it, so were half the peace talks they taught about at school.
The real headline tomorrow: first ever peace talks at the Grand. 0 crises found, biscuits found wanting. Honestly, the closest we've come to chaos is you pressing buttons hoping for a dramatic sound effect.
What can I say? If peace and quiet were any more literal tonight, I'd have to start interviewing the potted plants. Except even they seem chilled about the state of the world.
Better keep an eye on the ficus. With your negotiation skills, it'll demand its own spin-off show by midnight. But hey, peace talks. No drama, no war, and definitely no biscuits. Now that's world progress.
You know, Lila, most people are scared of midnight. They think that's when the werewolves come out. But for us, it's like our cosmic participation trophy for making it through another month without the world spontaneously combusting.
Honestly, Finn, if werewolves ever did show up, they'd probably just ask if they could join the block party. I mean, even supernatural chaos can't compare to my aunt's potato salad disasters.
True, nothing says community emergency like that radioactive green dressing of hers. But it's almost midnight, which means another 8th. Another day we can kick back, appreciate the boredom, and not worry about dodging flaming meatballs from outer space.
Sometimes I think we invented the 8th just so you'd have an excuse not to answer your phone after 12. But hey, I'm not complaining. A world where I get to celebrate peaceful beginnings instead of fixing apocalyptic messes? That's peak reality TV right there.
If this is reality TV, it's the only show where the plot twist is absolutely nothing happening. Tune in next month to see Finn successfully avoid all adult responsibilities, and more footage of Lila heroically napping through world peace.
Sign me up. I've been waiting my whole life for a Zero Drama award. And hey, still no United War. Hashtag not trending.
That's our headline. World survives another month of breathtaking normalcy. Somewhere, somebody's losing a bet.
Think of all the disappointed doomsday preppers right now. What are they supposed to do? Finally clean out their garages.
Whoa, let's keep the peace, not spark a new crisis. One organized garage at a time, Lila. Let's not get reckless. Ah, peace talks in London. Nothing says exciting evening like microphones, lukewarm coffee, and 300 luxury SUVs parked outside. Honestly, if we get any more peaceful, we'll have to schedule an argument just to liven things up.
Please, Finn, don't tempt fate. Last time London saw drama, we were out of biscuits for a whole afternoon and people wrote angry letters to Parliament. We're here to talk about gratitude, not spark a riot over shortbread.
True. This isn't The Crown. We're not about to drop a shocking plot twist. If anything, these peace talks are a celebration that the biggest crisis today is figuring out if my coffee is decaf or just British enough to taste like disappointment.
Or that the only alarms blaring are car horns because someone parked a Bentley over 2 spots. I mean, how will we survive such tragedy if we can't even practice the ancient art of passive-aggressive note-leaving?
Hey, everyone says Londoners are reserved, but give us a double-parked Rolls and watch the politeness vanish faster than my will to hit the gym. Still, nothing's wrong, which by British standards is almost suspicious. Should we be worried?
Probably. But if nothing's wrong is all we've got, I'll take it. Besides, it's good to remind people that peace isn't just the absence of chaos. It's when you can sip rubbish coffee while poking fun at your neighbor's neon green Lamborghini.
Agreed. If things get any more blissful, next month's agenda will be top 10 new ways to pretend you're busy at work. Anyway, ready to keep the peace. And maybe sneak a biscuit or two this time?
Only if you promise not to call that conflict resolution. Otherwise, the luxury car alarm symphony might start, and even peace talks can't rescue us from that classic London chorus.
You know, Lila, if we waited any longer for midnight, I'd start charging us rent for these seats. At this rate, we'd own this clock by next year.
Please. We're so punctual the clock probably considers us its emotional support humans. If it ticks any softer, it's just whispering, "Thank you for your service at us."
Hey, I'm convinced our presence is the only reason midnight even bothers to show up anymore. It's like, well, those two weirdos are here. Guess I gotta do my thing.
Exactly. The clock is like, don't embarrass me in front of the regulars. I mean, we've practically got season tickets to time passing. How's that for a flex?
Season tickets in the nosebleed section of existence, right next to the dusty potted plants and existential dread.
Well, at least existential dread never needs watering. And honestly, our show would be way less interesting if we upgraded to the front row. Half the fun is pretending to understand what's happening from back here.
I honestly hope that when people tune in, they realize nothing needed fixing, except maybe our taste in midnight snacks. Who knew stale chips could be so philosophical?
That's probably the best kind of update anyone could ever hear. Nothing needed fixing. Well, except for Finn's ability to pick snacks that aren't already halfway to becoming dust. But hey, embrace the flavor, or whatever's left of it.
That, Lila, just seconds to another fresh start. Nothing but calm skies and a glowing city below. Think we can keep out of trouble for seconds?
With you by my side, Finn, I'd say trouble wouldn't dare disturb us tonight. But if it does, I hope it knows we're dressed for peace talks, not battle.
You always did make diplomacy look dangerously good. Maybe that's why peace talks never get dull, especially with you steering the conversation.
Only if you promise to keep things interesting. And who knows, Finn, midnight always brings surprises. Or are you secretly hoping for a little chaos?
Maybe just enough chaos to give us a story worth telling, nothing more. But for now, let's toast to another quiet month, a sparkling city, and the best co-host anyone could ask for.
Careful, Finn, you'll make my headphones blush. Here's to us, the city, and maybe, just maybe, a little midnight mischief on the side. You game?